Sagas and Solace last episode, we shall.
Oh, the year was 1778. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. What a letter of my.
Oh, the year was 1778. How I wish I was.
Oh, the year was 1778. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now.
Yeah!
Oh, the year was 1778. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. Oh, the Sarah's mark came from the king to the scummiest vessel I'd ever seen. God damn them all. I was told we'd sail the seas for American gold. We'd fire no gun, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier. The last of its privateers.
Oh, well, Sid Barrett cried the town. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. For 20 brave men, old fishermen, who would make for him the Antelope's crew. God damn them all. I was told we'd sail the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Well, I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier. The last of their privateers.
And the Antelope sloop was a sickening sight. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. Shittless to the ports in the sails and rags. The cook and the scuppers with the shakes and the jams. God damn them all. I was told we'd sail the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. But I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier. The last of Barrett's privateers. On the King's birthday we put to sea. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. We were 91 days to Montego Bay. We were pumping like madmen all the way. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. But I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier. The last of Barrett's privateers.
On the 96th day we sailed again. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. When a bloody great Yankee hove inside with a cracked 4-pounders we made to fight. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns and no tears. I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier. The last of Barrett's privateers. That Yankee they with gold.
How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. She was brown and fat and I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. Oh, buried my smashed like a bowl of eggs, and the main truck carried off both me legs. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no gun, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers.
Man, I really like their music. So that was Barrett's Privateers, which is an old shanty redone by Jonathan Young, Caleb Hyas, Anna Pantsu, and Peyton Paris. Colm McGinnis and Rashad. I don't know how to say the rest of his name, but it's all good. They have like a sea shanty metal playlist thing. Check it out. It's really good. Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes. Made all my announcements. Everything else looks good. Let's get to it. Last game of the day.
As my hands are not the cleanest.
But despite my evil look and my temper and my
heart.
I'm in the dream with Clover.
Hello.
She's a satyr.
Hello.
What the
Very
fuck,
creative.
dude?
There's no laws against the satyrs in the dream batman.
The Mexican
laws of the
standoff
dream.
between me, Twilight Mouse, and Clover in the bounds of our imagination.
So anyway, I'm just gonna. Who's doing the recap? Who's doing it?
Oh, look, I'm sorry I'm late, everyone. I was too busy dealing with the fact that I burned off my fingerprints, so, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
I am now untrackable by a bed.
That's not a recap of the game.
I accept your apology.
That's
Good. Thank you for coming anyway, Legend. But we do have somebody doing a recap, yeah.
Is it illegal to burn off your fingertips?
No?
I'm gonna look that up. I get the feeling it is.
My great-grandma's
Clover.
fingerprints are burnt off,
Is
but that's from
it-
years of cooking.
Illegal to burn off your fingerprints.
She still renewed her driver's license at 99.
There is no law against changing your fingerprints.
There you go. Self-mutilation is legal.
Crazy. Anyway, would it please give me a recap? Someone.
all right. You know, it all started with a noble story. Fuck. I messed up my Donald Trump voice.
What the fuck?
Just start over. Start
do it.
over.
All right,
Take
all right,
two.
all right.
Snap.
Take two. You know, I had a dream I had. A tree out of stone, it grew, yes. Tall and large. I myself grew it. Fixing all the ley lines in Corvallis, making Corvallis great again. Yeah, great. Always has been. And I did. I grew the tree. Me, the only druid capable of growing trees. Yes. All other druids, not me. They're bad. No good. No good. Surprised I was when a portal to the dream happened. Oh my god. The surprise I had. Then I walked through. I see it there. My own land. Yes, the dream. I had a dream and it came true. Yes, it did. A goat thing I met. I can't even describe it. Lost for words. I didn't even know what it was. I was clueless. It helped me. Maybe it confused me even more. It was weird. My dream. It fell apart. It did. I tell you that much. Now I'm here, just confused and wondering what's happening. I'm clueless, lost. I am.
Is man over here talking about dream stone rocks or something?
Okay. All right.
Amazing.
Okay. You know what? You don't get any inspiration. None of
Oh,
you.
Clover.
Yeah, we
These
know.
man talk about fake rocks.
Wow.
All right.
Wow, all that
I guess
extra-
Lurker gets one, but nobody else does. Stop it.
Let's get back to being in character. Dream. We can do whatever we want.
Are you just a creep in the dream, Marlo? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now? This is just my voice.
They can't hear my internal dialogue.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh God, it's a good thing you speak your monologues and you don't
Joe
think.
Carlo.
You think, Clover?
Right.
Anyway, so
Anyway.
for chat's sake, there was a bit of confusion.
Cities and deliberations.
Some deliberations that happened off. They decided they didn't want to go to the Feywild. So,
Yeah.
okay,
At all.
fine. They turned around and they left while Clover was walking. She turned around, they're gone.
Oh, no.
I did want to say something to Clover, if possible.
Okay, she leads you back to the Dream Grove now that you've cowarded out of going to the Feywild. Go ahead.
Miss Clover, I believe it would be prudent for us to address some of the things awaiting us back in the waking realm. If you don't mind, would you venture to the Feywild on our behalf? Let them know what transpired here.
And what would you want me to tell them, exactly?
Whatever you think is pertinent, but mostly that there's a druid, Mr. Swig, who was, well, done his job out of the centuries, if not millennia, of druids being derelict of their duty.
Well, like I said, I could put in a good word for you, but they're gonna want to hear it from you. If I,
Perhaps spread the word, I guess, or make it known.
Well, I'll tell them you want to talk, but, you know, they're not gonna come here unless you summon them, and then they're gonna get mad at that, because they got stuff they gotta do, I guess. But
It's understandable. And, it is something that we will do. But
yeah.
I feel that time is not on our side, and we have more pressing issues to address.
So you want me to tell them that you want to talk? Nothing else you want me to say?
To talk that we've used a seed to make a new grove, that there perhaps is
We've stabilized the area and essentially wish to spread this, wish their assistance to help us as well.
might be presumptive of me, but I assume that is something that would interest them, having a druid doing what they were supposed to be doing in this land.
Well, that's an interest to all the inner planes, you know. But so I could tell them, yeah, and you know I could even try to talk it up for if you want. But I mean, I'm just a liaison, you know. I don't really have a lot of pull, so I could send in a word, but it'll take the brownies at least 12 naps before they're even going to put it before the council. And then the council's going to deliberate on it, probably till the shifting of the next court. And that'll be autumn by that time.
Is there any gifts or anything that could help speed up the process? Another one said that we...
Well, a proper use of hugs could get it, but my hugs ain't worth much.
Wait, hugs, you appreciate
Right,
it?
the hugs things again.
I think going there and simply making it known would be very generous to us.
All right, I'll try to do what I can. Like I said, I mean, I am assigned to you. You're my problem, as it were.
We'll try not to make that burden too heavy.
No, it's fine. I mean, it can't be any worse than the last person that was assigned to this place. Ominous pause.
Do you have any information on that? Knowledge about what happened to this place before?
Well, last one that was assigned to Corvinus, he died. Excruciatingly. Really bad.
Ooh.
Aye.
To whose hands?
Burnt at the stake he was.
Oh.
Well, if it's any consolation, we have no intention of burning you at the stake. Or anything cruel like that.
Well, it's not like I'd let you. But I understand the sentiment. Look, I'll put in the best word I can. As much as a satyr of my age and pedigree and horn and beauty can do. But I don't really have a lot in any of those departments. My horns are a bit too short. I'm not that pretty, not comparatively. I mean, I'll do what I can, alright?
If we knew someone within the court, would that be helpful?
I think it's cruel. I think it's fine.
Well,
Miss Clover, don't break your back trying to curry favor for us. I think it's just important that our presence is known. What
Alright.
we've done here, what Swig has done here.
You want me to introduce you as Swig, or your, what did
the
you call it?
Carnelian Circle.
Yeah, that pretentious thing.
Swig is the druid. Whatever you think is best to introduce.
Do you have a
us as.
clan name, Swig?
No. Well, it's probably been forgotten by time.
Oh, alright. Well, I will just tell them Swig the Druid.
Yeah.
Well, alright then, I brought you all the way back. I guess come in here when you need me.
If you have requests, make them.
Well, I don't have any requests. I'm here to serve you. I mean, I might spruce this place up. You know, put some flowers in. Maybe a nice mushroom circle.
That would be nice. Twilight Mouse, with Chrome by her side, will imagine her mentor. Changed her mind.
Oh, good. D20 plus your character level. Roll that for me, please.
Okay. Holy crap. Nice.
Solid roll.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you imagine your mentor and review your fondest memories, you will feel an unmistakable pull in the dream, far off in the distance.
How does it feel like? What sort of a pull?
Recognition, a memory, a dream.
Her shoulders are gonna tense. Can I pull on that? Or is it just a feeling?
You have to follow it.
Where does it go?
You have to dream walk there.
Dang it. I don't know what that means.
It means you have to travel through the dream to get there. Which is not something that is easy to do. Not impossible, not easy to do. And you certainly can't do it on your own.
Hmm. She'll huff and sigh and thank you, Chrome. It's worth a shot.
I really didn't do anything. I literally just stood there.
You stood with me in support, and it's not as simple as I thought it would be, I suppose. I don't know what it means, but now I guess I have something else to look for. Why does life have to be so damn
Why not
complicated?
just ask the dream lady?
You know what? You're right. Miss Clover.
Aye.
He said we can imagine anyone we want and they'd show up here. We could practice bouts with them and such.
Well, you could summon a facsimile of them, but it won't be them. And if that person's dead, well, it's much harder.
How much harder?
Well, you see, when they die, they come here, which means they're an active presence here, which means that their will is already bound to another spot. So summoning them means that you gotta overpower their will to do that.
So he's here, he's
Oh,
he's
yeah.
out there somewhere.
Is he dead?
Yes, very.
But then yeah, he's here somewhere. You could go find him.
I thought you said he became he melted? Is it...
He was killed by a melted abomination thing.
All right. I mean, I could help you. So, like, did he have a god or anyone that he worshipped?
I'm not sure. He never really spoke of gods.
So, like, but how did he speak? Like, what was he? Was he an atheist, or did he just not have one in particular that he liked?
I suppose he may have had one, but seemed to treat it as if it was some kind of something looking over his shoulder all the time. I don't know.
All right. Well, where's he from? Let's start there.
Galeus.
All right.
He was a
Race.
foreigner. A rat man?
You mean like a skinwalker? Like one of Wagon Runner's children?
Yes?
All right. let's
Yes,
see
I
here.
think that's what
She'll pull out
that's
a
what
leaf.
Blackfire called him.
She'll pull out a leaf and start writing on it. Let's see. Wagon Runner child. Foreigner. He died in Glace? You said?
No, he died in the Pale City.
Pale City.
In Corvinus.
Died in the Pale City. All right. Well, if he died in the Pale City, let's see here. God. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Well, I have good news, and I have potentially upsetting news. Which would you like to hear first?
Give me the worst news. I like to end on a high note.
Well, the bad news is, his soul's trapped where every other person's soul that dies in that place goes to.
What? Who? What?
What?
What? Please elaborate. Who? Where do souls go when they die in the Pale City?
Well, whenever somebody's soul... Okay. Do you even know... You don't know nothing, do you? Alright, everyone gather around.
No, pretend I know nothing, because
Gather
I don't.
around Clover and she'll explain it to you.
All right, more knowledge to add to my list as I put all the pieces together.
I see that Marlowe chooses not to gather around.
He's keeping his distance.
Ah, yeah.
Listening.
At a respectable distance.
Listen. You don't want to smell those flowers.
Nah, he's. No, don't worry about it.
It touches his fingers
Hey,
together.
It's not erotic. It's never been erotic. He's squinting.
It's actually never been erotic of any kind.
Right.
All right, so I guess we'll get things started with. What do you think happens when a soul leaves its body? Like when you die, what do you think happens to you?
You re-enter the cycle.
I enter Valhalla.
Ah,
Nothing.
okay. Valhalla's a good one. Right, so the live stream itself, it's kind of in an ephemerate state. So you go in and out of it as you are born and then are reborn again. So the curious thing about it is that everyone kind of uses the same energy from its soul, right, in order to form it. And those energies all kind of linger inside of everyone else. That's why life is so precious, because, you see, it's actually all of you put together into a singular thread that's seen through multiple times. So, when you die, your soul leaves your body, and you basically sucked into the astral sea, which is also the dream. So the astral sea is the space outside of your world. It's also the dream. It's the spirit realm, the ethereal realm, all of it put together. Specifically, it's different layers within it. So, have you ever had a dream you couldn't remember? Right? Like you knew that you dreamed, but you couldn't remember it, but you know that you dreamed, right? You know what that's like? So that's essentially your dream making it to the ephemeral state, to the ethereal state, but it doesn't manifest. So it doesn't manifest here, right? So you could look at it that each of the different layers are representative of the level of manifestation of the will that represents you. So there are two things that make a soul, and you have to have both of them in order for the soul to be legitimate. That is will, most of the time free, and life. You need life and will. If you don't have life and will, you don't have a soul. So that means automatons and golems and stuff, they have will, but they have no life, right? They're not a soul. And a zombie, I guess, has life, but it has no will. So it has no soul. Her eyes shift over to the undead. So that's the difference, you see? You have to have both. So, when a soul, both those things, goes into the dream after death, there's a couple of things that happen. I guess first we'll start with, what do you think faith is? Precisely.
Blackfire told us it was an energy source of sorts.
Probably a gathering of one's will.
Well, I don't know what this Blackfire is, but he sounds like he knows more than he's letting on. And he doesn't sound nearly as handsome as he thinks he is.
He wishes.
I'm sorry, she didn't actually say that. I was just taking a shot at myself. I was taking a shot at myself. Anyway.
The DM criticizing the DM about
yeah, that was me. That was me burning myself.
Lol.
Anyway, she continues. Well, I don't know who this Blackfire is, but he's not wrong. Faith can be a power source, but it's more than that. You know, it's... So, faith... What faith is the manifestation of your will, right? How can I explain this? So... Oh, I'll do it this way. So, in the dream, she conjures an apple. You can conjure anything you will, right? As long as you have the strength for it. Go on, try to conjure an apple, all of you.
Yes, I will do so.
Right?
Alright, everyone make me d20 plus your level checks.
Can I make
conjuring
a can I make a
apple.
gold coin instead?
Glazed.
Just make an apple, alright?
Oh, fine.
I'm happy with that.
Nice.
That's a detailed apple.
Chrome makes a gold apple.
Oh, even better.
Fuck. My shit's rotten. Damn it.
You
Yeah, it's
too,
just a
Pouty!
warm-up too.
Go
I'm
look
not
back there.
particularly motivated to make an apple, but I see.
She'll look over breakfast and look at Marlo. You too!
I'm doing it.
Oh, does Beryl have a will?
No. She's talking to Marlo, not breakfast.
Beryl is a construct.
Beryl will look at his hand and is unable to. Is Luke not here, or is Marlo specifically just not responding to her?
You muted?
Muted.
Yeah, he's still muted.
Did he get up and go pee?
Oh shit, sorry.
I'm muted.
I just got back. I shaken everything.
Oh, okay. She asked for you to conjure an apple because she's making a point about how souls work. Did you miss all that? It's pretty important information.
20 plus
The last like 15 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Marlo will conjure an apple.
Okay.
Unenthusiastically.
Okay, D20 plus character level.
Marlo, I got a golden one.
Marlo's apple has a frowny face on it. Okay. And she'll nod around. Okay, so what you just did was you manifested your will, right? That's what faith is in the waking realm. So when someone puts their faith into something, it has a propensity to come true, depending on how strong their faith is. Now, the waking realm has to deal with a lot of other problems too, like being alive, gravity, fire, things that might get in the way. Hunger, thirst. But anyway, the point is that is what faith is, essentially, is your will enacting itself into the world. In fact, magic is just your ability to take the dream and make it reality in your reality. That's what mana is. Mana is life. It's all the same. You see? That's why the Feywild's so important. It's the sun. It's the focal point of that energy as it spreads back out through the tree. Obviously, through different branches, but I don't want to confuse you. There's a lot going on here, but to stay focused, when your soul leaves your body, it enters the dream. And depending on how powerful the will of that person is, they will go to where they wish to go. And in more often than not cases, even the weakest willed creatures can have faith. So that means that if you're faithful to a god, or goddess, or whatever, you go to the area in the dream in which that god or goddess or deity or entity has sway and power. So each of the deities, from Calcatesh, for example, has a place in the dream that is their home. And that's where their faithful go when they die. And they become a part of it. Whether they become angels or like servants or whatever, right? They go there. And then their energy fuels the faith of others, right? Because a deity's direct power is dependent on how much faithful it has, and then those faithful energy goes back into life, right? It goes back into the living, those that are alive and are using faith. It's all cyclical, and it's all ever growing. Each time that cycle happens, more life comes into being, which means more souls can go where they need to go. The world gets bigger, everything gets better, everything, right?
So it just gets bigger. The fuel doesn't waste away or whatever.
Well, that's
Actually
not
makes a lot of sense.
That's not true completely. Some branches, which I think you're ready for that now, branches being your method of existence, become stagnant. Because too much life and not enough conflict can make things stagnant. The resources can become too finite. A lot of things can happen. And when that happens, that's when death gets involved. I don't mean like, oops, I fell down some stairs, but I mean like Lord Death himself. Which I don't have time to get into him. It's a lot. But the point is, when you die, that's where your soul goes, is here. So your master that you want to talk to went to wherever his will would take him. So, you said he was killed in the Pale City, so that means he unfortunately fell within the problem with that place. You see, the different places in that continent were all finagled with by the Mad Wizard. And part of that includes, well, the souls of the fallen. You see, I don't know much about it, what he was doing. All I know is that all the souls go to the same place. So, well, I mean, most of them. Some don't. Some that have other deities involved actually go to those deities. They're able to be freed from the cycle. And there's also the Guardian of the Covenant. But anyway, the point is, that's probably where your master is.
He's recycling the soul.
Would that be for the entire continent or just for the Pale City?
I don't know. I don't think it's all of it. But I think the problem is that whatever happened with this Mytheria lady, this belief structure was built on top of that trap, and it's just made it worse.
It was a trap.
I use the word trap lightly.
I understand.
But yeah, it works like a trap, I suppose.
All right.
So when you say the
Actually,
belief trap,
I think it'd be more accurate to call it a snare.
Hmm. Clover, you've been very enlightening to me in this moment.
I have one extra question.
Sure.
If I had Phoenix down or something like that, would that pull someone out of the snare, or do you think they are trapped?
Oh, a phoenix is a powerful thing. That's a shame there isn't any left in nature.
Hmm.
But
So there's a
there-
chance.
What'd you say?
There is.
What do you mean there is?
Said everyone.
Well,
Well-
everyone, could you help me conjure up the last phoenix?
Here, now? No, we
Yeah.
don't want to fight it.
it
No,
would
we're not
be
gonna fight it.
unwise to summon it. It is maddened. And
Isn't it
our
corrupted?
It's been
Yes.
tinkered with, as Miss Clover put,
satyr
like
will-
everything else.
The satyr will
it's
raise.
another.
The satyr will raise up her hands, and she'll just say, "What do you mean? What? Back up."
The mad.
Clover, there are many things happening here.
It was the doing of the mad wizard. He was extracting its essence. We found
But
it.
it's alive,
Yes.
as in
In a way.
as it still exists.
To an extent, yes.
It
does
moves
not.
and screeches very sadly.
Well, what do you mean to an extent?
It does not wish to live.
But that doesn't make any sense. A phoenix is the epitome of life. It is life everlasting. What do you mean it doesn't want to live?
You can see for yourself if you go to the laboratory under the ice under of Corvallis. I'm afraid we're not Phoenix experts.
From what I understand, whatever the mad wizard done to it drove it to insanity. It wishes only for its existence to end.
Well, if what you
And-
said, if what you're saying is true, then that's one of the most unforgivable things I've ever heard. But to answer your
Fine.
question, yes, a phoenix feather would definitely bring your master back. If he wanted to return, that is. There's only one being that can force someone to come back to life. And thankfully, the enemy has been gone for some time.
I have a question for you.
She'll look over to Marlo. Yes?
Have you seen this phenomenon with the souls in the Pale City? What do you have to substantiate your claims? Because we have
Oh, because I can
conflicting
look at it.
information.
What's conflicting?
We have conflicting?
Well, I had asked a similar question to Alucard a long time ago. And he said that in Abaddon, there was no reflection of anything wrong with the souls of Corvallis. That they weren't, they were average. There was nothing notable. This
Well,
seems
yeah.
quite notable.
Well, there's nothing wrong with them, just where they are.
It's
It's about where
like
they
a
are.
cycle, Marlo. There's nothing wrong with the souls, but they're being recycled. Am I correct in that,
Trapped.
Clover?
They're being trapped.
Circulated.
If your economy runs on souls, I would imagine that if someone were to hoard them elsewhere, that would upset a balance in the economy. This being Abaddon.
She'll kind of scratch her
Is it-
cheek. Well, I can't say what this Alucard person thinks, or why he told you that, and maybe that's true. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I know. I've seen it. I could show you if you really wanted.
No, I take your word for it.
By the way, something you mentioned before with Mytheria, that she placed herself upon this trap, or what do you mean?
I didn't say that.
Or did you
Yeah,
say that
who said that?
Mytheria about the snare about?
No, I said the faith of Mytheria has made the trap or the snare worse.
Oh, that's right. Apologies.
Yeah.
I very much doubt that the Mytheria person that you speak of would even be fully aware of any of that.
Yeah, she was mistaken.
So it's the faith that they follow? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
It seems their faith is manufactured, and so too the phenomenon that involves their souls is an unnatural situation that has occurred.
Perhaps it has something to do with the Church of Light that she connected herself to.
We'll probably have answers in due time if we're able to help Carter get through the gate. I think we should discuss priorities of opening gates. I feel that we've grown a bit distracted, unless my aim is off.
I agree. I think with the things that we've learned today, even, I think opening the gates, helping Carter, solving the Mysteria issue, potentially moving other pieces around the boards, fixing the ley lines, and you know the whole shebang, I suppose.
Whole thing.
Because if we can do that, then we can free my master and everyone else who's trapped with him.
One step at a time, Twilight Mouse.
Right.
Something that I've considered is that we might not make it through this. We may not single-handedly fix the ley lines of Corvinus, but setting
I'm
up
gonna
the
bloody well
infrastructure to
try.
I'm with no, we must.
Well, if we fail, someone else will succeed, and we need to make sure that they can.
That's true.
Is the reason for all of this. Do you not agree?
I agree, but I also know that I want to see there to see it done. I want to be there. And I'm not going to half measure myself by thinking that someone else will pick up my torch. I intend to carry it.
It's not a half measure, it's wisdom.
He is right in that.
But either way, I think we've taken your time, Miss Clover.
Oh, it's fine. That's what I'm here for. If you ever need any help with the with any of the dream business, you just come ask me,
Yeah. Clover,
Are you
thank you for teaching me about souls to whatever extent, and showing me where there's another problem.
Curtsies. Ready to leave.
you and your people have a prejudice towards demons? Or are you indifferent?
What do you mean by prejudice?
As in, would you be willing to have a conversation with one?
If such a thing was possible, sure. I don't see any reason. I mean, but if you're asking, I mean, most people have a healthy prejudice against demons. They do tend to do demonic things, like, kill, burn, maim, destroy, things like that. It's not like their reputation isn't earned. Especially since they're made of evil. It's not that they choose to be evil, it's that they actually are literally made of evil, so.
I have a friend who's a bit jaded, maybe more apt to conversation. I think this information would be very pertinent to him, if you don't mind me summoning him here and leaving him to converse with you until he wishes to leave.
Okay.
All right. I'd like to summon Alucard, and then if everyone else is good, fuck off.
Good.
I'll just ask, so with Beryl, does he not have a true will, just life?
He is will without life. He does not have a soul. Ha 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 ha! Get it?
He's a fucking mistake, is what he is. Sorry.
It's okay. You don't need to apologize to me.
Wow. That's wild.
Well, Mr. Will.
What's up?
We've made a friend in the Feywild through the efforts
I'm
of
in the
Mr. Swig
Feywild.
over here.
Oh my darkness. Zoom in.
She's... Alucard?
What? What? Oh, is this? Who's this? Can you introduce me?
Her name's Clover. She's a satyr, I believe.
Hello there, Miss Clover. I am Alucard. Hello.
She knows things about souls in Corvanus, I think, was information that you were lacking. It might be pertinent for you.
Lacking what? What? I didn't lack any knowledge of souls. He said that you didn't know they were getting snared. Well, yeah, I knew that.
All right, I'm ready to go
I'm
now.
mad now. Yeah, I'm mad now.
Dun,
Alright,
dun, dun,
do as
dun,
you
dun,
will.
dun, dun, dun.
Wait, where are you going?
I don't have the nicotine required to debate the metaphysics of non-Euclidean imaginary space with a satyr, so I'm going to leave and try to open a gate.
Which gate? And why are you not taking me? Don't you need me?
That's up to you, I guess.
But you
because we
summoned
were
me
going to
here.
talk. I thought that you didn't know about the souls trapped, based on our prior conversation.
Well, I told you there's nothing wrong with the souls. And there isn't. We've been feeding off of them pretty easily from that base.
Oh, okay. There's a misunderstanding on my part then.
Yeah. Don't you want sword stuff?
If we find the time, I do have plans and the materials to make a sword, so I would like to do that.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just stay here and talk to this nice lady.
Eyebrow raise.
I mean, okay.
I'll come back when I have a sword. Take care of yourself, Alucard.
Nice.
You coming, Swig?
Master Swig, is there anything else you need?
When you get a chance to buy something for halting hair, she helped me out recently.
All right. I can do that.
Thank
I saw that more.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Say it's from the both of us.
See, it's from the both.
Oh man.
Do you guys wish to return?
Please.
Wave goodbye to Alucard.
He's not looking at you right now.
You know,
Wink.
He's
honestly, that explanation of souls makes a lot of sense.
He's risen up this satyr right now.
It makes me mad, nah, is what it does.
Did I taste the golden apple?
It tasted like apple and money at the same time. It
Oh,
tasted
God.
like a fresh apple and your pockets being full.
Yeah. That's
Pretty good feeling.
Yeah, dream
I'll treasure
comes
that
true.
feeling forever. I miss eating food, guys.
Okay, well, here we are.
Why are we here?
Yeah, eating is overrated.
Yeah, she called you out for absolute no reason. You were just standing there.
Hmm.
Hold on, I need to check something. I need to make sure YouTube's streaming. I think it is.
It should be.
Okay.
Yeah, it
I'm on
shows
YouTube
live.
right now, yeah. Yeah, I'm
Alright,
live.
good. Alright, good. Just
Easy
checking
to
it on.
like.
Alright.
Just gets worse, Mr. Chrome. It just gets worse. Not only is he dead, he's trapped under the Pill City somewhere, and demons are feeding off of him, and other people. I care about the other people, I promise.
If it wasn't for demons, I was gonna eat them.
Wow.
I think it should
Thanks,
be reminded
that
that Alucard is a, fiend,
Yeah.
and isn't going to tell people not to fucking fuck up his free feeding trough? Okay.
Yeah.
But
Are you
maybe,
trusting?
but maybe one might stipulate that there might mean something more to that. But anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna ask him how I could do that, but he seemed pretty
Wait, what did you
uptight
say,
with
Luke?
ripping that up.
I just heard you say something.
I thought he trusted me.
I mean,
Ultimately, I'm filing all this way in the cabinet. That's not my fucking problem.
that's fair.
Just put Shaps in there as well, and
Put Shaps in there.
half the continent. Right next to Twilight Mouse's master.
And your number one fan, whatever his name was, Cap.
Yeah, I'll give Twilight Mouse's master a smile as I close the filing cabinet.
That's what I do every session.
I do think the story of Shaps with this party is fucking hilarious.
It is great.
Do you have any idea how long I looked for you? My God.
Why?
It looks at calendar.
Because I'm a professional.
So which gate are we opening next? I
All
suppose
right.
the Silverstones.
Snuggles, Marlo, do you got good maps and writing stuff?
I do. I've
You need-
been
you
doing
need-
that as a profession for a century.
Good. I'm sure you haven't lost any of it. We need to
Gesture at
talk.
all of the writing utensils and all of the scrolls that have been collected in here.
Hey, you got something to write with?
Stands
Yeah.
in a library.
No.
No, I would have been disappointed in you then.
I got some lich paper if you want it.
Rolls out a map. Alright, so listen, guys. Up here in this corner, and she starts pointing out each vault that I can remember and contingency. There's a small red dot down in the free cities. There's something down in the Southern Ocean, and there's a tiny little area off of the Isle of Mana, filled with crime-killing stuff. Tap, 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 tap.
Crime killing? What is a
Nice.
crime?
Like a weapon?
Yeah, weapons. Armory. Big armory. I think it's meant to kill things that are on the island, honestly. It was a defense mechanism.
Wait.
Against criminals?
Wait. You mean on the island? It is a weapon stash to fight on the island.
Probably.
Could be helpful. If that's
Useful
where
to
we go.
the Falael folks. Although
Indeed.
I haven't heard back from them in quite some time. There's a chance that they didn't make it.
Oh, the thing under the Pale City tap tap. That one's on. Nothing else was at the time. I think that might be whatever is happening up there, which Carter went to fight with. Specifically, it's up by the cathedral.
Is there any other of these that are active?
Nah, that was the only one. And, okay, I turned on the vault that we were under.
Smart.
There are 2 states, active, inactive. There are multiple states.
Yeah. Demon Waste. Right in the middle, off from that, portal and everything, right? Where we know Matheri is. There's something there about a contingency for some big demon. Write down its name and I hand it to Marla. Agamemnon? Something like that?
You have the, is this location accurate?
Yeah.
Does this
Right.
correspond with the place in your research back in Mornhow about the Null Zone?
Oh gosh, where was the Null
I think
Zone?
there's one in the center of the Demon Wastes, and there are 3 in the Pale City. But I think it's a
Yeah.
damn question. I'm eating a banana.
I believe both of those were connected, yes.
Like on the map, is it the exact same spot? Is my question. Mr. Cato.
What? Sorry, what?
Is the location of the tier vault on the Demon Wastes, in Agamemnon, the same location as the null zone that we found out in Mornhow. The one in the Demon Wastes and the 4 in the Pale City, or 3 in the Pale City.
Hold on.
I think it's
So you-
not the vault. I think it's contingency.
You said the vault or the contingency?
Contingency.
The contingency? Okay. And compared to what else?
The null field. The anti-magic bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the stasis. Yeah.
Stasis, yeah.
Project Iris, Mytheria version.
Oh yeah, we also have to go over all the Project Iris notes. Whoa, good stuff.
Are you asking if they're in the same spot?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. No fee.
I think the right wording was stasis.
Oh, right. That is a Zaracost.
They are not in the exact same spot, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Double check though. This up with that. No, they are not. Okay. Yeah, this is the tier map. And you're talking about the ones in the Demon Waste, right?
I believe there's only one stasis field, at least one that we found out about.
Yeah.
I'm at the vault.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the vault of tiers, what I'm talking about. Like that shit. The tiers contingency in his vaults. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the stasis field you found is. Okay, I have to be clear. Which one you found? Hold on. Confusing myself now. Fucking hold on a second.
Sorry, these are notes from like season 1 that we're comparing.
I'm just making sure I'm not gonna tell you the wrong thing.
All good.
The stasis field you have is where? The one that you guys have. That you
One
know
in the
about.
Demon Waste, and 3 in the Pale City, I believe.
Okay, then that is correct. Right. But no, they are not in the same spot, but they are in the same region, so it's possible. Also, you guys don't know how big Zeracast is.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, down there is a Zeracast.
So, this area.
Right.
So, that's what I got for all you.
Well, at least we have a better picture of what lies beyond the gate.
Yeah. We also know about where a lot of the vaults are. A couple of them are nearby some of those Fey portals. There's a bunch of stuff underneath the Silverstones, apparently. There's a vault in the Weeping Lake?
God damn it. Why did I make them the same color? Fuck. I fucked myself.
So there's also more to be found at the Silverstones?
There's a lot down there. Probably stuff we don't want to touch. I didn't actually get to learn about all that stuff. I was kind of limited on, I think, time while I was looking around at everything.
I think this map is the one with the portals on it.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
little
exactly.
purple circles.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I've made
Tiny
them.
purple
I made them
circles.
the same fucking color as the other ones, and I was confusing myself. Sorry.
Yeah, because the portal here.
Not everything can be
Where we are.
Violet Arcanum.
Fuck, it can.
It's magenta. Okay.
Magenta, actually.
Oh, we didn't. Actually, you got information on the circle in the top left, right? The vault.
Yeah. The tiny circle is the armory. The vault is something different.
Strange. Yeah, the armory, something else.
And then way down near the compass is another thing, but I didn't figure out what that one was. Honestly, I kind of just took note of where everything was. I tried to learn a couple of things, but yeah.
I will reach out to the followers of Falael about the armory. Perhaps that'll be useful to them if they are still alive. But other than that, I think it's a lot of information you found. It might be very useful.
Yeah.
But we are planning to open the next portal we're opening is the Silver Stones.
Yes. Which means we're most likely going to be running more into tiers hidden.
We're going to the Silver Stones. There's going to be a lot of tier garbage down there. Also,
I would like to use the word treasures.
well, okay, vault means treasures, but the last vault I opened had an angry, corrupted phoenix, so
A bird
questionable on that.
made of treasures, yes.
I was just a live
Contingency, I don't want to even try to understand what that means, because it sounds like all of it would be bad.
Perhaps it will be as simple as the last vault. Well, the last gate that we opened. We go in, yes, there are lots of things beneath it, and we do not touch them. We simply open the door.
Open the door, make peace with whatever might be there, or kill the thing that might be there.
I don't believe we should not interact with the Silverstones. We will be, of course, interacting with the Barrow King's men there, and most
Well,
likely...
I was about to say that. We will at least have friends on the other side at this point in time.
Hopefully.
And
Hopefully.
while we might be able to tell them not to mess with things, they are not under our authority.
That's the thing, though. Look, yeah, we can mess with stuff, but we gotta make sure we understand what we're messing with.
Is that what you did when you opened the vault?
Ask questions.
Laid on that table.
Laid on that table, got turned into energy, yeah.
Oh,
So we need to
to be fair,
understand.
we did ask on that.
We did ask lots of questions in that instance.
Well, if that's the bar for understanding before messing with things, I'm sure we'll be fine.
Well,
But
either
the
way.
Silverstones are the next one we're going to. I might need a little bit of training with Chrome before we go. Probably need about a week.
If you were able to hand the laboratory notes over to Pandora, do you think she'd be able to decipher them quickly?
I was going to, yeah. That very prudent, I think. If you'd like to go with me to talk to her, I think that should be done relatively soon.
Agreed.
There's something else I'd like to bring up. I've been very adamant about opening these gates, and we have learned a tremendous amount journeying together, opening doors of potential for ourselves and other people, and stumbling into problems. Every door we open is an opportunity met with a problem. And I feel that we might get distracted by what lies beyond the doors. I don't want to tell you that what we are doing is the correct way to do things. I just believe that. If you think that freeing this phoenix is the most correct thing to do to save this continent, then don't let my gut dissuade you from doing so.
When you put it
I
that
just-
way, it's not. I would fight the Phoenix for selfish reasons, and I am willing to put those aside for the time being.
There's a few possible reasons to defeat it. Most of it political in my own mind, but the life essence probably has some value that we have barely any understanding of. It's in a vault by Tyr himself. It must be valuable.
It doesn't demand our attention at the moment, which is a grace I think we should lean on.
Mm-hmm.
Agree.
It may become important at a later time, and when it does, we know exactly where to go.
Precisely, yeah. It's options. And
But-
when we understand what's underneath the other gates, then we can truly prioritize, and we can involve others in that prioritization. I think we should do what we've been doing and reach out to more political entities, more factions. Get the last bit of these missing pieces of knowledge, open the rest of the doors, and involve everyone.
I might point out, from a political perspective, if we're going to be involving several political entities, there will be more talks like the one we had with the Brass Baron, and the only reason he hasn't simply taken Moaskadan from us is because he wants to do things by the rules, by the book, I suppose. Not everyone will be like that.
No, but Moaskadan is a small price to pay if everyone ends up fighting over it, then to save the continent. At least I think so. It's a tool to allow people a fighting chance. There's a lot of problems to deal with.
And nobody
And
knows
I think
about them.
Yes. I think our job is to make them known before we get too enthusiastic about solving all of them.
Well, while I do agree that getting the gates open themselves is important, unfortunately what we've done with releasing the Phoenix means that the Ice Under is basically worthless to us. It's rampaging, is causing size movement.
It can't escape. It's simply the door is open, but that thing was way too big to simply fly out.
I didn't say it was going to escape. It's shaking the city. We felt it.
I agree with Marlo on this. That is an issue for a later time. I don't think there's...
That's not what I was getting at about the Phoenix. I mean, if we're going to continue to open these gates, some of them may require security. The Ice Under is a lower priority because it was next to the Pale City. But...
Agreed. So we open the next one and we see. One step at a time.
I consider the Ice Under a success in that it is open. Problematic, but open. We take that victory and quickly move to the next.
Then
So between... Sorry, you were saying something, Nor?
gear up, train up, get ready for the next place, right?
If necessary, yeah. Tie a few loose ends. I think Gruul and I should speak to Flautus.
Well, I think we've all come to an agreement at least that our next actions will be the Silverstones, no?
Yes.
I think that's the best. The Risen are most likely waiting for us.
Hopefully it will be a second easy gate. Then we can focus on one that might be more trouble.
And perhaps we can deal with these tier issues with their assistants instead of having to deal with one of his apprentices.
Yes. I might also mention that the next gate after the Silverstones would be the one in Helilox. I can't imagine that one being terribly complex. It's It's where I'm from, so
No vault, no contingencies on it or anything. It's just there
nothing
outside of
special.
Hillylock.
Just a gate. Should be
Ideally,
simple.
yes. But if we receive word from Carter after the Silverstones, we should reorganize and open the Demon Gate, and then we can tackle Hillylocks.
The big one. All right, sounds good to me.
In an
go
ideal
speak
world,
to
the ending
Flautus
of
Pandora. Then I'm off to train.
yeah.
Wait, before we all disperse into our own actions and do not see each other throughout the week, I would like to ask for a monetary loan out of most of you.
Monetary loan.
Yes, I am short on cash, so to say.
For
My phylactery.
Sadly, my pockets are empty.
unfortunately, we spent many of our funds going into the Ice Under. It'll have to wait.
We did chip in for the Grove as well. Could you not make one? Do you have to buy one?
You have to make a separate item, which then I have to link my soul into.
We have some valuable materials within the city, but perhaps some of them could be used.
I'd have to talk to the craftsman, see.
Well,
Sounds
unfortunately, we won't be able to fund you, but we will look out for your materials.
It is much appreciated. Thank you.
I have no money, Swig. You know I'd spot you if I did. I haven't had any money in this adventure.
Alrighty. So it sounds like people want to start getting some stuff done. Lots of stuff for us to go over. So let's go over it one at a time. Retraining is fairly easy. You're just going to spend 5 days, so that'll complete when time moves forward.
Okay.
Are we going to review some Iris notes? You guys want to do that next? Seems like the most pertinent.
Yep.
Unless somebody else wants to do something else. More. I'm just saying. That's a...
Sounds like the next plan, yeah.
That is an item
Starting
we have not
there's good.
interacted with yet, so that's why I'm going over it.
I'd like to invite Laza and Flautist to that conversation, if there's no objections.
Yeah, go for it.
And then we could fuck off with Flautist after that conversation.
So you want to talk to Flautist and Laza?
Invite them to the discussions of Project Iris, and then we disperse from there.
Right. She'll start cartwheeling into the room and kind of stand next to Laza. Laza, who will kindly pat her on the shoulder and be like, "It's so good to see you." And she will give a gracious bow. "You have our rapt attention, Mr. Marlowe."
I believe Miss Nar is going to take the floor.
"Oh, you have our rapt attention, Miss Nar."
You're the one who called them here. Wait. Okay, fine. Okay. Project Iris from under the ice floe. Hang on. Let's get some notes. What's the purpose of a shattered eye? All that stuff. Either you guys know that.
They'll look at each other. They'll look back at you.
Okay. It's not helpful. Look. Project Iris was supposed to be a mad wizard trying to figure out how to make a shattered eye. It works, it just takes a lot of stuff. Apparently, part of it was having several pillars pumping energy into someone. Apparently, there is similar thing going on in the Pale City, where Matheria built several pillars, only they're doing it wrong and backwards.
All right, I'm gonna have to step in here as DM. Have you actually like read the research notes yet? Because I get the feeling you haven't.
No.
So you're talking to them about it before you read about it, or
Why did you give me the floor, Marlo?
like I'm just trying to understand what's happening right now.
Oh, we have not
Marlo's
read
eating
the
a banana.
notes.
Luke's eating a banana.
Luke is eating a banana. We haven't read the notes, to my knowledge.
Okay.
I thought that's why we called them in, was to
So
read the notes.
so you invited them to help you go over the notes.
Agreed. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
You don't have to
Yes.
be nervous. You're all over the place.
That was the point, yes.
Okay.
Nora is nervous.
Okay. Okay.
It's
In
okay,
that case,
Nar.
in
We
that
all get
case,
stage fright.
Flautist and Pandora and Laza will sit down and start nerding out with you guys. And
I'm not the nerd. I barely read.
It's okay, Nar. Everyone gets stage fright sometimes.
you're a fucking nerd. Anyway. Alright, you guys ready? I got some notes for you.
Oh, I'm ready already.
Lay it on me.
Okay, first things first. So Project Iris is specifically a multi-variant, multi-layered project produced by the Mad Wizard tier in the hopes to be able to recreate a phenomenon known as the Chosen Eye. The eye, specifically, being a part of the body that is one of the most attuned to magic, with the possible exception of the heart and liver. Most notably, Project Iris, which stands for Innovate, Record, Ingress, Silence, is a project in which, in its induction into Corvinus, is to try and produce this chosen eye effect. Now, it appears that there are several versions that have been made, and this is version 5.0. Specifically, it would seem that the Mad Wizard was attempting to recreate the chosen form of ambition. Call forth the color of orange to refract it, reflect it, and to shatter eyes, hoping to recreate the effect. Why he is doing this is not made clear by the research. Only that was the intended result, is to produce a chosen eye of orange. Through the concourse, there's a couple of things that should be noted. Number one, as will be noticed by Laza and Marlowe, there is a pretty sizable act of heresy to Ezekine, whereas the final step of Iris is to silence, meaning to remove the knowledge of the process from the individual's mind, and indeed from those that knew them. An incredibly hefty mana cost in order to not only destroy the knowledge of this project, but to seal it and keep it away from anyone else. In other news, as you kind of look at it, you can see that there are other pieces of the project that kind of stand out. Most notably the following. One, that the use of sorceress blood in order to enact this ambition was following a theory that Tyr had on how some are chosen. This was also an alternate experiment in order to try and discover the secret of the traveler's soul, which is perhaps an even more fanciful phenomenon that causes soul refraction. The third most kind of interesting thing that really points out are that there are some places within Corvinus in which the ley lines are focused, and these focal points are arranged into 5 places. It is noted here that the numerology of 5 seems to coincide with Corvinus, making it an excellent place in order to enact the color of orange. You can also see there are some other notes of failed experiments, names you don't recognize, and some of them just regulated to numbers. There is one interesting fact that you are able to get out of this. And that is that there are references to certain strains being successful. These strains are certain bloodlines, it would seem, as they share the same designation number as others in the experimental process. So, it would seem that the final bit of entries from the Mad Wizard Tyr, where his apprentice took over with a discernibly recognizable alternate handwriting, is that Tyr left his apprentice with the following instructions: to continue to store ambition until it could be used in the coming fight. And more importantly than just to maintain the experiment, the biggest thing that he wanted his apprentice to do was to discover the viability of this chosen bloodline, these chosen bloodlines. And it would seem that his apprentice continued to do that up until such a time that he had made the discovery seeking. You will see that there are, in the notes that the apprentice has made, several deviations from the original plan led by Mad Wizard Tyr, leading you to believe that over time, madness seems to have taken the apprentice's mind as well. Or perhaps it intended to betray him. It's not really clear which. And that is what you're able to divine from the notes.
Is the apprentice's name written down anywhere?
He is only referred to as the apprentice. Or apprentice.
Do we know Tyr's writing? Like, does Tyr reference himself at all, or is it?
He doesn't, but there's only 2 sets of handwriting, and one of them you recognize because you watched him write.
Now, who were those bloodlines?
Oh, there's the one you're part of, which is his.
Is there a map
Yeah.
of the ley line concentration, the focal points?
Yep. I'll add them.
Cool.
I will make these a different color.
On this yellow.
It's full of magenta circles.
In fact, since I'm doing
I had 300 points on the Broken Brothers.
300.
The 5 gold girl.
I'm not gonna take a losing bet.
I got no money, but I'm on that bet as well.
Now's your chance, Swig. Bet big.
Rule, have you seen Court of Curses?
I have no money. I am moneyless.
Same.
A
Probably
monkey
gonna
in
think.
the wind of wealth.
I wonder if the Barrow King's underneath one. Or over. Yeah.
I'm muted. I bet by the Graveyard Harbor.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. Maybe they correspond to the ancients.
Oh, the Agamemnon spots, maybe?
Oh.
We know about the Agamemnon spots?
I think we know his name. I think that's it.
Yeah, I don't think we know.
I know his name and that he's a demon and that he's part of a contingency.
Yeah, that's what we got.
We've not unlocked that map.
We didn't assume that it was the 5th. Well,
That
the
I believe Blackfire revealed that he was too unruly and got locked up in one of the notes.
That's the Whispering King. We don't know that his other title is Agamemnon.
Yeah.
Oh,
We know the Whispering King.
that makes sense.
I should take 2 days off and just do a ton of cocaine. Just go through all of our episodes and write down what we know in character.
Doing cocaine lore.
Sorry, I'm making a legend for myself, so I don't get confused again.
For us,
Your
too.
very own legend.
We have one of those.
We do.
Wow. Smiles.
Pretty cool.
I just got brought cheese. I am loved.
I just
Damn,
got-
Katy Perry wide awake right now.
What does that mean? Well,
I don't fucking know.
what the fuck?
He said it like 3 times today to us. Like there's a vibe that it definitely means something.
Agamemnon.
Agamemnon isn't real. He can't hurt us.
Agamemnon. Is it real? 'Cause I'd have all the money in the world while I was a
Indeed. I have a dream that he's not real.
I am Gwen Stefani wealthy girl right now.
What?
I'm trying to invoke the name of the artist to make a reference and invoke the passion of the song into a conjunction in the sentence.
That's how Marlowe's songs work.
I'm playing with myself.
It makes a lot of sense now, actually.
I'm playing with myself.
I was gonna go down the punishment list and go to straight up category 3 and execute some bad guys.
Category 3 punishments.
Just kill him.
Yeah, we gotta do some death sentence if there's any.
It's pretty metal.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how Foundry lets you draw a fucking X.
Hey, you did it. It kind of looks like an X. Yeah, that's like a fish. A
just
fish that
connect it.
ran into a rock face first.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Jesus.
Hey, I'm just complimenting.
Good job,
you.
artist man.
Hey, I'm
That's
just
some
kind
art.
of my name's Playmaker. I sure like complimenting people.
Look, there's a reason. There's a reason they don't do the what's that test with the ink spots? They don't do that on me. I'll tell
Thank
you a
you.
story.
The fucking
Oh,
crazy
very
person
small
chest.
X.
Yeah.
The
Can
Rorschach
you
test?
Yeah.
Be accurate, Angel.
can you get rid of the outline on the text boxes? That might work.
What?
I don't know, Craig.
It looks fine with outlines.
I don't
I
know.
would take the Rorschach test, and every single image, I'd be like, "That I see a lot of dicks, hundreds of them."
We would use that test to our own devices in very different ways, you and I.
What do you mean by that?
What did
Well, you
the
know,
author?
he'd
What
use it
did
to
the
talk about
author
dicks, and
mean by
I'd use it to get them invested in lore.
See a rabbit woman
It's a lot of X's. No.
with my OC?
Hey,
Is
guys,
your
what
OC
about-
also a rabbit woman?
No.
Darn it. It's not illegal, though. It's totally fine. You can do that.
I know a place.
There's no law.
Do whatever you want.
Okay.
There's no
My,
laws in the
my
tree.
OC is the psychic demon possessing Marlowe's inner thoughts.
Okay.
Excellent. It's not like a Sonic OC, is it?
There you go. I have them marked, so I will now point them out to you. They are-
Awesome.
They what?
I'm looking.
Why are you back talking with me?
I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening.
I'm
I
looking, I'm
apologize
staring.
if it's me.
You better Michael Jackson beat it. Yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm making like a tree, and I'm getting out of here.
Guys,
Hold on. I need to
we
refresh.
should- we should
Okay.
have a shitty location. We gotta go to the fucking silver. Give me my seed back. Oh, my acorn back.
I can't give you your seed back, Swig.
I wish for my acorn to return. To
Oh, that was in the that's in the fanfic. Never mind. And you didn't hear that. Haha. Not real.
Actually, you could if you gave him a phoenix feather.
You
What?
disgust me.
Yeah, he got it. He got it.
Oh, terrible.
Look, with
We
this,
have other acorns.
with this feather, bro, your penis can work again.
I don't need a feather.
Yeah, that's the best use of our time.
Yes.
On-
Bringing
Yeah.
bringing
Mr.
Mr.
Cure Swig's
Swig.
ED.
Yes.
Help.
Okay. You guys see my arrow? Okay, good. You guys see my finger now.
Yes.
All right, so they are marked here. Oh, God damn it. Sorry, chat can't
Yeah, I
see.
can see that.
I gotta. There. So,
There it is,
first
there it
up, this one.
The aisle.
Okay. And then this one.
On the Weeping Lake.
Being late.
Hmm.
This one. Right here.
There's one down there.
That one.
Ooh,
Yeah, that figures.
Yep.
it's getting busy.
Then this one.
Man,
Oh,
there's
all right.
so much going on down there at the Silver Stones, almost like they're an important landmark or something.
So these are ley line foci.
We could plant another acorn there.
Yeah, we could.
Okay. There you go. To be clear, those are not the only ley lines. Those are just,
The ones in the experiment.
yeah.
Is it like a topographic map, and these are peaks, like mountaintops, effectively?
You could look at it that way, I guess, yeah.
Actually, I think it might be imperative for us to start planting trees there.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the entire reason we were given them? To make such places stable?
I'm gonna be real with you. I had no fucking idea what the Hattermad said. I was
You
holding on
did,
for dear
but
life
you
for
were
that
the one
conversation.
doing the whole poem back and forth thing.
Wait, can you just do that casually?
Yes.
I've heard him do it in his sleep. I'm pretty sure it's normal
Oh.
for him.
Oh.
Was that just
You
an
what?
in-character thing, or did you guys actually not understand that?
Oh.
No, I got it.
We got it.
Okay.
Smile.
We're supposed
I wasn't
to
there.
fix
Oh, I
the
hope so.
ley with the
I worked
acorn.
really hard to make sure that my rhymes made sense.
They were great, Arcanum.
God damn
Don't get
it.
self-conscious. I just wasn't there.
Something was definitely conveyed.
I think he's messing with me, so I'm just gonna take that and just move on.
He's critiquing your poetry.
Aggressively making it not better. Yes.
I'll fucking go to San Francisco to his little street corner. I will fucking.
You'll snap at him aggressively.
Is that a battle rap challenge?
You know what?
Dude.
Yes.
I'm putting my
Yes,
pants
it
on.
is.
Put my face.
Alright, we've got those marked down.
There you go. And you also know what Iris stands for,
Yep.
which is very cool.
Would Lazo or Pandora have any idea if they'd be able to protect our knowledge with their god if this final process goes through?
Huh?
The silence on Iris, the ending, the part where it will wipe the knowledge. Is there a way to defend that? Perhaps the library? Even Kazael's. We should be able to send some of this to him to protect it.
It depends on how that knowledge is erased. There is a lot of reference to orange,
Colors?
but in terms of the ability to remove knowledge to that degree, it seems that the violet color would be invoked, I suppose. I don't feel that this project is specifically revolving around orange. It is just the closest to it. Does that make sense?
No, it's not.
Honest is 5 ley lines. It's why it's all orange.
But even in the laboratory, that say assistant we spoke to corroborated some of the similar thoughts I'm having.
Mm-hmm.
So my guess is no. Or perhaps in some manner we don't have access to.
Well, if we gave it to Cornelius, they have colors. Wouldn't they be able to protect against such a thing? At least they contain the colors somehow. Yeah, it's a suggestion.
I think it's better safe to assume we can't.
Aren't our travels being recorded by the Library of Casael? Would this information not to be recorded?
Yeah, but when you remove something, you can lose knowledge, you can destroy it, you can change it, you can do whatever with it. And there are a multitude of ways of rediscovery, bringing it back. Some are extraordinarily difficult. Some are as simple as finding the book lost in a desert or something. But when you remove something entirely, it is a different.
What
It's
is a
different.
chosen eye? Well, they mentioned the other parts. Could you have a chosen heart? A chosen liver?
Well, I think it had more to do with what he wanted with it. The apprentice mentioned something about looking into the color. Obviously, that has some pun unintended insights.
I believe he
These
was.
are also. Sorry, Chrome.
I believe he was using the eye to filter the color orange to produce it himself for the so-called enemy he was facing.
Thought that was what the sorcerers are for.
Well, true, and if that were the case, shouldn't my eye have color? It's all grey.
What had happened,
It
it
is.
did burst with orange.
It's important to remember this, that this is an experiment done prior to the success of the wizard's efforts. This is all intended to
Right.
solve a problem that has been solved.
Right. And now we need to shut down the experiments.
I don't know. I think so. It is one of the other 100 problems that this continent suffers. I think when we get these last gates open, collect people, we can have a very thorough discussion about what needs to happen when. Because maybe the ley lines are the least of our problems. Maybe they are the most. It's hard to assess. What if we find that underneath Hilly Locks is a countdown? No, this whole place is destroyed in months. That would then be our focus.
Then I say we need to get moving.
Agreed. Yeah. Well, my only request is that Pandora makes a copy of these and then have Laza send it to Cornelius.
I'll do all the scribe work. We have a lot of maps I'd like to combine into something that we could take with us.
Good. Any other insights from Laza or Pandora?
Pandora keeps rereading the bits about the eyes over and over again, as if she's onto something but can't quite voice it. Laza is holding the section about silencing and how the process works, and is visibly shaking a bit.
I will see Pandora struggling, I guess, and then I will use an inspiration on her.
She will sort of snap her finger and start to. I think I found something. I think I found something. Laza will look over and the flautist Pandora will start to kind of fold the notes all of a sudden in on themselves. And you will see that inane looking scribbles on the outside of the papers slowly begin to make a shape as she folds the pieces of parchment. Look, look, look at it. It makes a door. A door and a key. Key of many colors.
No.
The door
What
has
is
a circle. It has a circle around it. The door has a circle around it. It it has a circle around it. It has a circle around it. Door opens inside a circle. A circle. Sacred circle. Circle thought lost. Circle made whole.
circle
Cir-
and a key?
Circle thought lost and a circle made whole.
Circle thought lost. A circle made whole. The door is inside the circle. Key must be put there. Look, all the symbols, they match. They make the circle. The paper is the parchment is the circle. The knowledge, the desire, the dream is the circle.
Circle of druids. I look at Suig.
Broken circle. Which is
Circle
being
of
repaired.
dreams. Huh.
The door is inside the circle.
Inside the dream.
Key. Key is placed in the door, in the circle.
Didn't we come across a prismatic key once? Back at the
Glare it. And enough.
who else are we going to speak to about this?
These two are trustworthy.
Within
Turned to dust. It led
What
us
are-
to the
yeah.
sagas.
There was a key being surrounded by statues of the seven of the fourth era, Mytheria being one of them. In the middle was a body of water and a key that was fading in and out. Eventually, it faded in. We were able to take it, and downstairs there was a door that was opened where we discovered the sagas. The key dissipated.
Are you suggesting that perhaps we've already done this part?
Oh, because we weren't in the dream.
No.
It means somebody's able to make prismatic keys, or at least it's possible. But
We need to know where to plant these groves.
the one we ran into was protected. Was it protected from Tyr?
Flautist, does it tell anything about in the door? Behind it?
That's where he wants to go.
Vatus Pandora is passed out.
Oh! Well,
Let me run a... Actually, is she okay?
I'll do a quick medical check on her.
I'll kick her side and see if she's alive.
Alright, that is not helping.
She
We're just
will
kind of
she will groan slightly. He's just
She's
unconscious.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, she's unconscious. Yep. Mhm.
Madness is a
Be
bit
careful about it.
much by the looks of it.
Yeah, be careful about kicking her. She doesn't look
Very strong.
most sturdy. Yeah,
It
no offense.
took 7 to make 7 colors to make the key, right? If there's something in the dream that we would need,
So
Hmm.
you had you got something by using the key. What was that? What did you say you got?
The Sagas. Arlo
Yeah.
will gesture over to one of the tables, kind of off in the distance, in the
Wait, didn't we
sixth
get
hand.
the shard from in there?
No, I had the shard in my underwear for about a year.
What was the answer to the door key on the? It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember. The door puzzle.
The
Do you
answer to
remember
the door key.
to get into the city or the where we got the key in the saga? It was mentioning all the different cities, and we had to touch one of them specifically.
Saphira, because of the numerology of the name.
We got the key, and the key says, perhaps we need to make contact with Saphira.
I don't think this is a puzzle. I think it is a blueprint. I think it speaks very clear for itself. Let's assume the broken circle is the circle of dreams. They correspond to groves, and groves are planted by the acorns. We've already fixed one rung of the circle. We fixed the others. Our place in the dream will most likely expand or reflect the fact that there are more dream circles. What I think we do is we open these doors, we plant these seeds, bring back the circle of dreams. Then we head into the dream and we make ourselves a door.
We just need a key.
Might be a little ambitious. I'm not sure about making this door, but restoring the dream circle certainly seems to be a key to
At
some
least
of this.
an attainable goal. Yes.
When we connect
It's a-
with the Barrows King's men, we'll have the circle's knowledge brought to him, and perhaps they can spread it amongst their men.
It's imaginary space. We can make this door in the dream. But first we have to fix the circle.
Yes.
Can make the door. Can we not also make the key?
I don't know.
Well, we've got to restore the circle first before we can even get to the key. So we'll have to do that part first.
I think this is feasible. And a good thing to know now before we head out to Silverstones. However, one thing does worry me, and that is the fact that one of our acorns is in the hands of Telry. He expressed interest in meeting us, but it's been quiet since.
Perhaps inform him of the ley line?
Maybe he got distracted.
I understand giving a grove to an Alaucan High follower might not be palatable for some, but it certainly seems better than letting the church have it.
Well, another acorn is in the hands of a druid who is in a unknown place. Who knows where they are?
That one is, well, we just gotta hope he knows where he's going.
Nara makes her way over to Laza and kind of taps his shoulder and goes, "Hey,
Laza will look up.
just don't go letting us forget, eh?" And I wink.
That it was.
Don't let us forget anything.
Laza will put the parchment on the table. Mr. Marlowe.
Yes, Laza.
This apprentice of this wizard Do you believe that he will continue to do his master's work?
I don't know. He's anything like the lab hand. Most likely.
He seemed
I
rather
don't believe
motivated
that.
when he ran.
Yeah, I don't believe that they'd be aware of this tier's success. From my understanding, they weren't well informed, I guess.
What they do when they're done with these people is unspeakable. It is an affront to Ezekine. Have to stop them. Somehow. So much death and suffering and ignorance. All by the whims of some
Madman?
just someone who doesn't seem to care about anyone else. I can't.
It makes me angry too, Mr. Laza. It's not fair. To anyone.
Let's get these
Despite
gates.
what you may be feeling, Mr. Laza, our job has always been the same. This is why we write things down. You will be the first to know when we figure out the status of this apprentice.
All right. Then let's get these portals open. Spread knowledge to the world.
Agreed.
Yes.
Sincere nod.
Where shall we begin then? I've heard much discussion.
I believe we are all in agreement that the Silverstones should be our first stop.
Would you like me to divine the area?
Please.
That'd be incredibly convenient. I keep forgetting you can do that. You're so handy, Mr. Laza.
Very well. Step back. Everyone will notice that Laza is locked in.
Ironer Laza.
Arlo will drag Flautus Pandora away. A dumper.
She just needs rest. Take her to her room.
I'm so crazy.
Now just have Barrow carry her to
I
her
hope
room.
my boss doesn't kiss me. I am not your boss, and I have no lips to kiss. T-E-E-E-E-E-E. I have a
Some
question
people
for
make
you,
summaries,
breakfast.
Some people make mistakes.
I have a question for you, breakfast. When you wake up late, are you called brunch?
Just takes off
Oink.
in a random direction.
Oink. All right, here we go.
Oh, wait, we definitely upped the magic in this area. Oops.
Boop. All right, Laza will divine. Go double check divination to make sure they didn't fucking change it on me. Divination. Uh-huh. 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 One moment, please, while I jazzercise.
Jazzercise.
Laws will come back. I see a battlefield, Mr. Marlowe. Blood and death. I see the Barrow King's banners in the dirt and dust. I see a band of rough-looking men. They bear a strange banner. They carry with them a hold on, let me actually look. Sorry. Hold on. Let me look. They carry with them a tabard, a heraldry. It is like that of red and black. A bleeding rose.
Uh,
Hmm.
I got nothing on that one.
I see others as well.
Uh,
I see they are also mercenaries. They bear symbols. Symbols of black and white. A cross upon them.
hmm.
Mercenaries. We can handle mercenaries. Come on. We're us. We have breakfast.
Not too worried about the fight. Just that
Careful, don't interrupt him before he's done.
I see. I see something else. I see something behind them. Hand unseen. I see hand holding gold into pockets. I see greed, avarice. There is one amongst them. No. There are more than one amongst them. They stand above the others. Leaders. They share not the same color, nor do they share the same creed. Greed and avarice. See a and you will see Laza grip her head and start to concentrate. Or his head, excuse me. His head and start to concentrate. And then the spell will kind of shift on and off, and then it'll finally turn off. I'm sorry, Mr. Marlowe. That's all I could see.
No need to apologize. Thank you. Do you know how long we have before these events could transpire?
If you move within the next 7 days, what I have seen will come to pass. Beyond that, I do not know.
Hmm. Well,
So they're on their way. Brilliant.
that or they're camped around. Do we want to risk opening a gate in a place where there seems to be such mercenary activity, or do we want to hope that maybe they'll leave and give it, another week?
I could attempt again tomorrow if you wish. Perhaps I can learn more of these other figures.
You said there was more than one creed combined?
I believe they were mercenaries, hired for a singular purpose, but there were others, more souls, stronger, like yours.
Oh.
Ours.
Yes.
If you can
Would there be
investigate
any
them.
way for me to aid you in your spells that doesn't take such a toll?
I do not know. I can check and see. I'll need another day.
In the meantime, would you be able to teach Nara and I divination? Perhaps we could combine our efforts when the time comes.
I could, Mr. Marlowe. Yes.
Let's do that, and then reconvene tomorrow. I'd like to check in on the flautist with Mr. Gruel.
Yes, probably best I make sure that she's okay.
My assumptions of those mercenaries was the three cities combined army, the United Three Kings. That's just my assumptions.
Are the Three Kings known for using mercenary in their regular army?
No, but someone is.
It could be the combination of all three.
This is actually pretty simple. When you have enough money to increase your army size, mercenaries are normal, a natural direction to pursue.
Our prior interaction with the Three Kings have suggested that this is possible and would make sense.
We ran into the Shadewell mercenary, so
as well as a turncoat who had changed his colors, or at least had been told about him.
Bloody rose, black and red, cross on black and white.
Black and red.
I don't know those symbols.
Mercenaries are always coming up with some dramatic flag these days.
For these mercenary bands, would we be able to like roll martial checks to see if we know them, or would that be like a history check or something?
Well, is anybody here from the Free Cities?
Oh, no.
No.
Then that's a negatory. That's a negatory then.
Let's reconvene and discuss after we get more information tomorrow.
Okay. So you guys want me to move time forward so that Laza can cast it again?
Yep.
Okay.
I would like to learn divination prior and then
That's
have
fine.
a conversation with the flautist with Gruel.
The flautist is unconscious for a while. She saw some shit. She's gonna be
stable.
She's not dead or anything. It's just gonna be some time before she's available again.
Gotcha.
We're sorry, the Madness hotline is off at the moment. Please leave a message.
We're sorry. It cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the message and holy shit fuck balls.
I would like to check into my investment when time moves forward.
Well, either way, we're probably going to have to expect combat. So everyone is ready. Whatever they're there for, it's probably something that they will not appreciate us attempting to take over.
Well, if they're alive, that's a good thing for me.
Few extra to add to the forces. That'd be good. We need more men in the. Yeah, well, he'll cough as he looks over at Nar.
Whatever happened to those two that you had lying around, Mr. Chrome?
I'm pretty sure the exposure of the gamma black exploded their brains and scattered across the
Oh
floor.
yes, you sent them off on the as a distraction. I remember now.
Yeah,
Most likely,
that's
those demons took care of them.
that's where I lost my gamma black dice. I'm pretty upset about that.
I see.
Okay, so it's the next day. You learn divination. Bacchus is unconscious. Still. And you want Mr. Laza to cast divination again?
Yeah, I have an idea though.
What's your idea?
I think Laza's divining toward Ezekine.
Uh-huh.
I would suggest Nar, if you want to divine towards Rune Theris, I would divine towards Lock and High.
Oh,
We
good.
get
Okay.
really broaden our reach.
You want to bring the big three in here?
Hypothetically.
Narda's air quotes.
Wait, we're bringing the gods in? I thought you were just
Well,
like
just divining towards him. Laza's pulling a fucking muscle here.
That's true. All right. So the three of you get together. You divine towards what to expect with the silver stones. Laza, divining his question, will receive a glorious amount of completely unemotional script in stone that will wash over him like a soft and ever-present breeze. Nar will receive her instruction as to what is yet to come, or perhaps what has already transpired, with a warm mug of cocoa wrapped in a protective blanket while it is read to her like she is some kind of child from Big Daddy Dragon.
Oh.
Marlowe will be chained down to an altar while the god of chaos screams it in his face.
I see they're like, oh, this is kind of nice. In the background. Oh.
hey, he wanted answers. The dude's just giving him answers.
Also, in the distance, Wandox is not happy about any of this.
Who's that?
Good. The fucking god of madness just blowing a trumpet in fucking Marlowe's ear.
Just has the megaphone there the whole time.
Yes. And that's what's gonna happen.
You
Now
dumb
with
little...
now with more water in your mouth.
All right. So at this point, the divination becomes clear. You see the silver stones. You can see that there is what appears to be a small, almost homely village a short distance away from them. You see the village burnt and ruined. Corpses strewn about like child's playthings after a tantrum. Scours in the earth, scorched black. Grass turned to dust. The Banner King's banners, the mercenaries. It is in this moment that you realize that both their bodies lie strewn about, all their banners under the same. The mercenaries were working for the Barrow King, not against him. There, you see in the silver stones, the earth scoured up, great claws etched into the side of the earth. The Faygate destroyed, broken into pieces. Shadowy figures stand, remnants of what once were, souls powerful enough to linger, those refracted, but their forms inhuman. Demon, daemon, devil, fiend, twisted smile, evil given true will, and above them a smiling lord, unseen. Divination.
So,
Nar sets down an invisible mug. Yeah, we got problems.
What is it this time?
I'm afraid in
Good there,
7 days the
Marlon?
gate is destroyed. We don't have 7 days.
Will be destroyed, I believe.
do we have 3 more?
That might be pushing it. What do you have in mind?
I just need to finish my training. That's all. Hate to leave it on
What
hold.
does that mean?
If the gate is
Chrome
at
is training me to fight better.
Oh. I'm
That's
trying
a
how
good
to use
idea.
2 weapons instead of 1. As I slap Twilight Mouse around.
It takes 3 more days. It's been 2.
if the gate is at risk, there is no waiting.
For some reason, you've survived this long. I think being better with your left hand is maybe not as. I don't know.
Okay.
If
well,
it takes us 2 more days after that to get out of the gate and to address the situation, we might be cutting it close.
that's fair.
How much of a necessity is this?
No, I understand. I will get by. This seems far more pressing. What if you saw 7 days from now? Yes.
Yeah.
Or is it any time within the next 7 days?
To be clear, that is what it will look like if you take action therein within the next 7 days. That doesn't mean it hasn't been. That just means that just means that divination is only good if what your parameters were are the same within.
So if we go to the Silver Stones, this comes true.
That's not how it works.
Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah, I'm also a bit confused.
Okay.
That's
So divination works like this. Okay, so the spell can see a specific goal, event, or activity that can occur within 7 days. That doesn't mean that it's going to be destroyed in 7 days. That just means that's what you will see in the next 7 days. Or it could also mean it has yet to be destroyed.
Based on our current plan of action, or just
Based off of the
as
current
such?
parameters. So that doesn't mean like if you cast other spells, that doesn't mean like you warn somebody or that you gain or lose a companion. What I'm trying to tell you is that Laza's divination reveals a battlefield and it reveals those that have been slain. It is not clear if that is because it happens in 7 days or that is just what it looks like in the next 7 days.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, then, if we wanted to increase the chances of, say, for example, the Barrow King, which we like, or likes us, or vice versa, we could warn him, and perhaps he would have better chances at keeping the gate from being destroyed.
Maybe I'm using too much.
I'm not a mage. I'm only going with what I'm understanding here.
But I'm making sure the players understand. So I'll explain it this way. It's already destroyed.
Mm.
What you're seeing is the aftermath of that.
Yeah.
And what could occur to it within that. So basically, for the next 7 days, nothing's going to happen because it's already happened. You just have no way. You had no way of knowing that up until this point.
Yeah.
Ah.
Silver stones is no longer an option.
Well,
the idea is now you use this information to figure out what happened.
Demons, some kind of fight.
Problematic. Demons with souls.
Demons with powerful traveler soul. Or powerful soul like ours. If you want to put that. But broken.
Are we certain it is demons?
Demons, fiends. You heard them.
Wait, the hands. Oh,
What about the hands?
Fabio, the ghost that I talked to.
Mm-hmm.
The
What about
demons
him?
will serve a great hand.
A great hand?
Yeah, they're all being manipulated, controlled by many hands, leading to the one big hand looming over all of them.
That just
Ominous.
Like they have a leader of sort.
Yes, she's talking about the leader of the summoner we faced.
Do we know
Yeah.
they're working for the same people? If this one was trying to use a gate, why would the same forces destroy a gate?
Why would they
That's what I'm
destroy a
thinking.
gate? Yes.
What if it wasn't trying to use the gate? We don't know what it was doing. It was using the energy to summon something else.
Wait, unless they knew that we took this one.
The demons
Or-
felt self-motivated. These people were working for something.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps they were.
I think they
working
made
with
a
the Ether
fatal.
demon.
I doubt it.
Well, the
And
I think
Enter
they-
demon.
they-
His death would have been noticed. He
Yes,
was
the
powerful.
Enter demon was using the portal here for something. Who's to say it would have been destroyed when he was done?
And then by
Yeah.
having us go forth and just kill the demon, the other demons that were at the other location destroyed it so that we could not fight them.
Either that, or they did whatever the Enter demon was doing here for whatever reason, and it got destroyed in the process.
Seemed like he was using the portal to summon as if we were. Like Swig.
We don't actually know what he was doing, Mr. Grohl. We don't
He
know.
was storing summoning energy. That is confirmed.
Swig took it. The energy he was building. That's how he got the hair. By stealing the energy he was using from the portal.
That being said, though, that means we're cut off from the silver stones.
Is the gate inaccessible, Mr. Laza? From your understanding.
I could use it as a focal point and take you there.
Why not go and try?
But I imagine it would only work one way since the gate on that side is broken.
Yes, I would need to rest for some time before I could take you back.
You know how long that would be?
I would need to recover from the exposure.
That
Hey,
might
Would be
speaks
worthwhile
that.
to. Would be worthwhile to divine Hilly Locks.
I could do that as well if you'd like.
Let's do it.
Just
Suppose
take a
we'll have
look
to
at
wait
Hilly
till
Locks,
tomorrow.
and I think if Hilly Locks is something that we can wait on, we tackle the Silver Stones. We come back here and we check on Carter. Shelf Hilly Locks if necessary, based on what you find.
Agreed. It seems reasonable, but
I'm going to continue training with Chrome until tomorrow then, and then we'll get it checked out. And if we have to leave early, so be it. But if I can manage to get this training in, it might be useful.
But speaking of which, exposure. How do you feel, Laza? Swig's completion of the tree seems to have affected the mana in the area. Are you okay?
It is difficult to use such high-powered magics, but it is fine.
Do
Let us
you
know
need
if we're
any
asking too much of you.
I will, Mr. Marlowe, but I have strength yet. Shall I look upon the Hilly Locks?
We can wait a day for you to rest, and that would be better. Then perhaps that's advisable.
Very well.
And,
Then I
and
shall.
this,
Then I shall rest myself and prepare for tomorrow.
And Swig, would you be able to assist him with perhaps some of this exposure he's generating? Perhaps take some of this tax that's, well, seeming to hold him down right now?
I thought I've been helping, no? Is that not why I'm here?
Yeah, he's helping.
Let's hope it.
Oh, he's already doing it? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a magic thing.
Yeah, look, I'm just like sitting here like, so is this all like
that's why I'm not
working?
casting, dude. I'm just sucking it all up.
Just absorbing.
Yeah, I'm absorbing.
Right.
The flautist isn't awake. I'm gonna run off to the.
Flautist is now.
Okay. I'd like her opinion on this quill. I have intentions for it.
Barrow will bring her back. Ooh. It was quite the nap. You summoned me, my lord. He will stand.
Glad to
on
see
her
you're
head.
doing well. I wanted your insight on something. I had a use intended for it, but I want to make sure I'm not making a mistake. Carlo will present the Fable Quill.
She will offer her foot to take it from you.
Carlo will notice the foot and then look away quickly.
Is it well manicured?
She will
Pedicure?
see that you're looking away and will jump back up on top of her regular standing, and then will offer her hand with a deep bow.
Marlo hands over the quill.
She'll take a look. Ooh, there's so much power here. The ability to change one's own fate. Oh, you can play a naughty little game with fate. Bet you. You should use this. You should spit fate in the face and tell it to do what you wish. Throws back.
Marlo squints.
I thought he already did.
Thank you.
Did you have any specific questions?
That was it, but Mr. Gruel over here, I believe.
No.
Use your advice.
I think that he should live a celibate lifestyle.
I think he's already got that down.
Ah, good.
Perhaps involuntarily. But
I hope you enjoyed your time with Beryl.
I did not.
Good.
Why did you summon that creature into this place?
It was thought to be useful. Still is to some extent.
I see. What do you want? Marlowe leaves. I'm not sticking around for that. Well,
I was actually. Do you? Actually, I'm not quite sure why Marl pointed to me. I was trying to speak to Nar.
oh,
Oh,
Kix rolls towards
Weren't
you.
you the one who's like, hey, I gotta talk about things?
I am here.
It's fine. I want her to rest before we go over the revelations we came to. I don't need her passing out while we're trying to make battle plans.
That's fair.
And no, Nar, he doesn't want to rewrite fate. He just spat in the face of the person who thought she could.
well, yeah. He already spat in the face of fate.
He violently ignores Beryl.
None of you have any idea what's going on in my head right now.
He violently ignores him.
Look at that grouchy face.
I will now do an impression of my master. He will turn upside down to make his smile into a frown.
Before I go, have you considered reconstructing your companion there?
My name is Nananoth. My family is dead. I am dead. All will be dead. The dead are my friends. I have big teeth.
It's still ignored. I was
That
thinking
one
about-
left. Validation!
Then go talk to her.
You created a solvable problem that you're deliberately not solving.
Alright.
Something tells me that you enjoy
I
this mission.
do not have the talent. to
Solve
do
this!
that.
I'm sorry, he doesn't say that. He doesn't say that.
I do not have the golomantic knowledge. But yes, I have thoughts of this. We have them in our own city, the defenders. I was going to see if I could convince everyone at some point if I could salvage one for such purposes.
Gosh.
If he gets rid of that guy, I don't see why not.
No.
In fact,
No, if anything, it would make him big.
just don't put a mouth on it.
Would you
Would he
like to
go-
increase my repository of lavs?
Yes. Yes, do that one.
Oh no.
We will increase something, all right.
Here is a joke that I have written recently about Mr. Swig.
Why don't you go tell Twilight about it?
I have to practice with you first, Master.
Have to? What?
Of
a
course,
wonderful
I am
thing.
contractually obligated to.
I'm going to throw holy water at Cornelius the next time I see him.
I have a bald head. The flowers laugh at me. Porque.
Marlo will ash a cigarette and leave his banana peel that he's been holding for 2 days on top of the barrel. And leave.
Beryl, I will grow you into a fucking tree. Do not insult.
You'll do what from that far side of the room?
Anyway.
I'm sorry, I made myself laugh. Porque.
Okay.
God smiles upon you, you cursed being.
I'm in danger.
He'll like grumble to himself. I'm removing that fucking voice box.
It doesn't have a voice box.
I am a barrel, not a box. I have curves.
A barrel is technically a box.
A box cannot do this. Woodley, 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 woodley. Woodley, 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 woodley.
Is he just rolling on the ground?
He's just rolling around.
No, Beryl,
Mr.
you
Swig.
remind me.
You can put plants inside of me, and I will be a pot.
I don't think your master would like that. He wouldn't be able to.
He would not. I cannot wink, but I am currently winking.
Wink back.
I have a
It's a
question
fluorescent.
for you. Are your genital hairs also bald?
Yes, a man cleans when he is
Right.
expecting.
My master does not. Okay, I'm sorry.
Out of character, kill the fucking barrel. I swear to God.
I don't worry. The upgrades include silencing it.
I'm sorry.
Give it to Ezekiel and be like, oh, okay. You're the god of patience,
Look,
right?
you want this fixed? Hire a Golomancer. How about that?
We have no funds.
I'm off to find one.
Anyone.
I'm off to find one. I'm sorry.
Oh, you guys
And
are
we
live on
killed the
camera.
DM.
Oh my god.
Seems like
Man's
soon
killing
enough
himself
we'll
at
be
this point.
walking into our own deaths.
Gonna join the group.
Out of character, I have crafting plans with a crafter I want to discuss, but I also need to get all those eggs in a row effectively.
Okay.
So I'll pencil that down for taking up the rest of the day, but I do want to get to the divination for Haley locks so we can make a proper.
Okay. I'll
plan
put
for
barrel.
yourself.
I put barrel lass over here. There we go. Right there.
They remind me of a jack in a box. Except of a box, it's a barrel, and a jack is just an angry zombie.
I violently ignore barrel flaps. So funny.
I know Cornelius did this on purpose. I know he did.
All right. It's the next day. I think I am ready.
Nar, do you want to join?
We're doing it. Oh, we're doing it again. All right. Man, this is a lot of exposure.
Oink!
Used to. All right.
Breakfast flies up to Chrome. Oink!
Hello, breakfast.
Oink!
I'll pet him.
Oink! Oink! Oink!
Yeah, he gets the cool pig.
He will drop a dire bat in front of you. Oink!
Oh, nice.
I wonder if I went on that drug-filled adventure with
I guess I'll pick it up and I'll put it in barrel flaps.
Okay.
We're just like, hey, barrel lass. Here's something weird. Have this.
The rotting corpse of a dire bat and 4 cigarettes on. Into the
Pungent. Pungent is what you call that.
Well, good news
Our
is I don't have
cauldron.
a sense of smell anymore. And guess what? I already smell like a rotting corpse, so no real difference.
Wait, I thought you said you bathed all the time to get rid of the smell of rotting corpse.
Look at his face.
He
Yeah.
lied.
Look at his face, dude.
Why would you lie
The
to us?
grouchy little
What do
face
you
behind
mean
you.
I'm lying?
he
I do
turns.
lie.
What do you mean I'm lying?
Yeah, he is far smaller than me. Isn't it
months
easy?
of
Like,
ago.
yeah, but no.
Anyway, Laza will say, I am ready to begin, if you would like.
Please,
to do
Mr.
so."
Laza.
Fire up.
Push barrel.
All right. Rintheris has been nice to meet, so yeah.
Are you guys
I'm
gonna
all
assist?
breakfast.
Yes,
I mean,
anything
Yep,
to get out
we
of this hell.
joined the
left.
thing again.
Please release me. I like how Luke was like, "All right, out of character, please kill that fucking thing." I can't deal with it. Oh, I'm sorry. And that's character design.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let me go actually review. Mm. All right, as you perform your divinations to portal just outside of Hillylocks, or the portal outside of Hillylocks, you find that there is a set of sacred stones, not unlike the one in the Silver Stones on the Silver Coast, but these are arranged in a different manner. They are carved like animals, very druidic in their design, and they are implanted with strange, glowing crystalline minerals that can be found all throughout the Twilight Hills. You can see the place appears to be peaceful. In fact, there is only really one thing that you can see that stands out amongst all of the old, overgrown stones. There is what appears to be a lone child dancing in a circle with long black hair. You can see that they appear to be human, and they are dancing around a dais of stone in the center of the otherwise ornate circle. And that is what you see.
Well, many questions, but
Nar sets down the invisible mug of cocoa.
Arlo puts his pinky finger in his ear and twists it.
Mum.
So, what's it look like?
Not a war-torn battlefield with one of our allies. There's a girl dancing. It looks like
Druidic?
Druidic. Place looks undisturbed. And by that extent, I don't think it is best for us to disturb whatever's happening there at the moment.
Yes, but we have to open the gates.
Eventually, we have priorities.
What? I thought that was the priority, Mr. Grohl. What are you talking about?
The demons and the other gate that we lost, and the fact that a large portion of our allies' forces will be decimated, or have already been, and is now a field of the dead. And, I hate to inform you, but if there is a field of the dead, there is much for us to gain.
Did you say to gay?
Gain.
He
It
said
is our
gain,
plan.
but I'm
field of the
questioning what he means.
Necrophilia!
Can we just...
If
You
it's
want to
our
go-
allies, there would be nothing to gain. They would be
You want to
destroyed.
go to the broken one with the demons?
Do you want us to lose the only possible military force that we have access to?
I'm still unclear on if it is fully usable if it's broken.
Do you think
We
that
can
means
get there, and then Lazo can bring us back from here, but he wouldn't be able to do it from there. Anyone trying to use the gates both directions would have trouble.
Yes, but that doesn't mean it can't be repaired. But the place also has to be freed of this demonic force.
It's not just the gate. There's a nexus of the ley lines there. There's the
Your
contingency
stuff.
there.
There's yeah.
The tears,
There's a lot
materials.
there. The gate being broken is a blessing in disguise.
Probably a protection for themselves that they didn't think we could overcome.
In either case, it's good that that door is closed for the time being. There's too much mess on the other side. Question is, do we go to try to solve that mess to ensure the safety of the gate, or do we let it
We have to go
solve
sooner
itself?
than later. If
we
the
kind of-
forces are not dead yet, we can pinch them then. Perhaps kill them or at least force them out.
We kind of do need the area. We need the Barrow King to be able to make quick jaunts here.
We can't.
I will cast
ignore it.
Ascending to the Barrow King. Hey, is Marlowe. Vision of calamity at the stones. Do you need our assistance?
Hold on, I need to think about this for a second.
That's a dangerous move.
But we have to communicate. Just makes sense.
And we know he's got oracles who can talk at distances.
The Barrel King will respond with Southern forces overwhelmed. Attempt on my heir's life. Foreign gods. Interference. Help the South if you can. We'll send word.
I'll convey that to the party.
Oh, so someone tried to kill the insect. Lovely.
Sounds like you're right, Mr. Grohl. They might need us after all. We can't just let this one blow by.
He said another foreign god saved him.
Interference.
Plural.
I don't know if that's positive or negative, but at least it gives us some spectrum of understanding what we might be dealing with. Although I don't think the people in the vision that we saw were of foreign gods. None that I recognized.
Well,
he's requesting assistance, but he says he's been attacked. Perhaps the battle's already been lost. Well,
if he's asking for assistance, I doubt it's been
He's
lost
asking
yet.
for help in the
yeah.
I think he needs our help.
But the Twilight Hills seem to be calm, so we can go to them later. Silverstone still seems to be the first, yes?
It has to be sooner than later. If we wait too long, his forces will be lost.
Mr.
Also,
Chrome,
will
you've
you
been
be
a
strong
fine
enough
teacher. We'll have to continue later.
Be strong enough to send us there tomorrow morning.
And that'll be your final day of training. So.
I should be, Mr. Marlowe.
Once again, thank you.
You are most welcome.
Suppose we could squeeze in a final day of training. Yeah.
I wanna play with rocks and make a rock sword tonight. You get your final day of training. You have it tomorrow morning.
Sounds good to me.
Can I go raise some undead?
Well, I also need to raise undead. But you have to kill people. You can't do that in the city.
I'll just be an executioner for those people who are in death row.
Watch them come back in a matter of minutes.
So you are going to act as our executioner?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, you've
I'll
been
wear my
promoted.
executioner hood on.
You know, so the executioner's hood is meant to hide their identity.
Looks at the horse mask.
The horns,
That isn't going to hide your identity.
the white skin.
Perhaps we'll get you a different uniform when you actually do that job.
Get one of those hoods they put over horse heads.
Oh.
Yes. Give me one of those, please.
But that doesn't... There's no one else that wears a horse helmet. Thank you.
They don't know that.
Cover the eyes with the black cover.
What do you mean they don't know? They haven't met anybody else that does it.
Just sit inside
And
a
he
barrel
flies
and
around
stick
on
your
a flying pig.
stick your arms through his eyes.
I hate to
I'll
tell
leave
you.
breakfast at home. I'll put an actual mask on.
It's unfortunate, Venice Tier. You've accomplished too much. Your glory too great.
You know, if I have to do this, I am a master of disguise, and I can make you look like anyone.
Yes, we will get an ensemble for you to be an executioner that is not horse themed.
Archie
beard
puts
sticking
on
out
her
with a
mask.
horse mask
Yeah,
in
let's
his
go,
hat.
mask squad.
Fine.
Anyway,
That is absolutely.
one more day.
All right.
Yes. We don't have much
Those-
in the means of money, but do we have any other supplies that we need?
We have that thing.
Well, we have lots of food on breakfast, and I've got lots of potions. I think we're good.
I think so as well. In terms of consumables.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have crafting time, so yeah.
Well, it's a whole day and night. You know, I can take on a point of exhaustion.
Say again? You're quiet again.
Yeah.
I can take on a point of exhaustion, so I could craft up some normal.
We don't sleep.
Wait,
healing
you don't get
potions.
exhausted.
We don't sleep, buddy. We
You
can
can
work
Yeah,
all
you've
craft
been
night.
all
awake
night.
for like 6 months, dude.
You've never slept once in your entire life. You're not gonna
Yeah,
get
but-
exhausted for staying up
Your
all night.
entire unlife.
I'm guessing you still have to get a bit of a rest or some shit, no?
I
So the
mean,
act-
only
No.
for the
So if you don't sleep, you have to trance, right? The mental
Yeah.
exercises to refresh yourself. I mean, that's what you need for a long rest, but you don't actually have to sleep.
Mm.
Or more
plugs himself
importantly,
into the wall.
you don't have to risk exhaustion.
Oh, perfect. Then I will just make potions.
Okay. So just so
I've
that I
seen you
know,
standing there for 6 months with the same expression on your face.
so my next question is so I can know what to prepare for next time. You guys are going to
The
the
silver stone.
Silver Stones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
Are we taking that thing? We should definitely.
Good.
Getting ready for horrible combat, Mr. Hurricane.
Good.
We gotta do that.
Excellent. Oh!
Good. I'm
All right, one moment, I
feet
got a
swapping.
All right. Well, we're at session time anyway because I have to
Yeah.
prep a bunch of stuff. Marlo, type up all the stuff that you want to have made, and then I'll type some stuff up for you.
Cool. Yeah, I wanted to run a couple of different like Lego ideas, see if it'll work. But
Sure.
also, what is Zahab's AR? I want to make sure.
Oh wait, we're going up against a player party.
Imagine
Well, that-
starting a campaign brand new, straight into PvP. Yeah, yeah.
Watch me backflip.
Yeah, can we take that egg? I like that egg.
No.
Watch me back.
No.
Watch me work my magic. All right. We'll go ahead and call it there. Let's see if there's any fan art.
Nah.
Nope. Does not appear to be any. Oh,
There's
hold on.
shit
There
posting.
is.
Oh, there's shit posting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as long
there
as
is.
There's plenty
No,
of
yeah,
shit
yeah,
posting.
yeah. I think
We
we
will
got some.
gladly take that.
Oh yeah, there's that art again. I will definitely look at that art again.
Yes, look at it.
The one that makes fucking Marlo like
So hot.
mewing like he's just pretty good.
Man, who knew those cigarettes were doing numbers?
I'm back.
Okay, because I am a barrel of laughs. I'm never turning into a rat again. Wants to die.
It's so good. It's so.
Can't you just
Man.
unsummon that thing? The party the whole time, planning the argument in my head. Me arguing.
Oh, that face.
Real.
Oh god, not Trump swig.
Trump swig.
He's the
Okay,
best druid.
good.
There's
Wait
no
a minute,
druid who's
guys.
better.
I have the dream. It is mine.
It's the dream.
Tons of phoenixes.
I'm once again asking to please kill that barrel. Good times, man.
Very good.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting the channel. It really means a lot. Just finished a triple shift. I will see you guys tomorrow for Edge of Twilight and the Dark Sermon. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys are great. I'll catch you next time.
Yoo-hoo.
Yep. There, Jet.
Sayonara,
Oh, man.
guys.
Bye.
Bye, bye.
Oh, I almost forgot. And
He almost forgot.
And
hopefully a session 0 of the new
Oh.
game.
Yes.
Ooh!
the gasp.
What's the name of the new game?
Now, the name of the new game is Gallows and Gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New game's name is Trey Plays D&D.